Welcome down to Wrexham Volkswagen. My name's Josh and today we are going to talk about plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, or PHEVs as they can be known. We're going to talk about a few different things which include what that actually means, whether they could actually save you any money and what they're like to drive. So what is a PHEV? Well, you can still go to a fuel station and fill up like any other vehicle, but it's also got an electric battery on board. You will get some charge from the battery from day-to-day driving, but to make the most out of your PHEV, then you can also plug it in. And that can be done at home, at work, or even at a service station. PHEVs come with a specified amount of pure electric driving, and depending on trim level, the Tiguan can provide you between 71 and 77 miles of pure electric driving. So what is a PHEV like to drive? Well, in many cases it is very similar to a petrol engine. One of the things to notice though is when it's using the electric battery, it is really smooth and really quiet, so it's really pleasant to drive. Another is when it switches intelligently between the electric battery and the petrol engine. You wouldn't really notice it, and it does it really seamlessly. One of the questions was, is it as powerful as its petrol equivalent? And the answer is, it's more powerful than the petrol equivalent, and it'll be quicker off the line too, thanks to that electric battery. Now, it will intelligently switch between the electric battery and the petrol engine, depending on when the car thinks it's best to do so. But just like a petrol engine, you can ask for that power, say for example by selecting the different drive modes, or by simply using the responsiveness of putting your foot down on the accelerator. One of the things I wanted to touch on was the versatility of charging. Now, we spoke earlier about how you can charge it at home, at work, or even out and about on the go, but it's the methods in which you can do so. So you can charge it from a wall box charger at home, but if you are somewhere that doesn't have one, you can also trickle charge it. So plug it into a normal wall plug inside the home. Yes, it will take a little bit longer, but it does still give you then that option to top the battery up. One of the main things about this new Tiguan PHEV is that you can actually DC charge it or fast charge it, which you couldn't do on the previous old model. 5 to 80% will take just 26 minutes, so it means less waiting round time for yourself, and you can really utilise that electric battery. To the rear, and the new Tiguan has the IQ lights with the 3D LED rear combination lamps with special signal pattern. We've also got this LED bar which runs the length of the rear of the vehicle, which looks absolutely fantastic, and this is now replicated at the front as well. But the new Tiguan has one of my favourite things, and it is the paintwork. It's finished in Cipressino green, and it is just beautiful, especially mixed with the R-Line sport styling. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. To the interior, and we have the Sports Comfort front seats, which are heated and massaging. We've also got the 12.9-inch infotainment system, which is incredibly user-friendly with IDA voice control. We also have a 10.25-inch digital cockpit, which is customizable with clear and concise information. One way to tell if you're using the electric battery or the petrol engine is via the dials. The blue represents using the electric battery, the white is the rev counter and represents using the petrol engine, and the green represents whether you're putting any of that energy back into recharging the battery. So one of the big questions is, can a PHEV actually save you some money? Well, we thought we'd find out. We've got two petrol engine Tiguans, except one is a PHEV. Now, we based it on a 30-mile-a-day journey, and we found you could save up to £1,400 a year on fuel alone. That's some massive potential savings. Now, obviously that does have some dependence on things like your driving style, and most of all, whether you keep the electric battery topped up. But there's some big savings to be had there. And it doesn't end with just fuel. It produces less CO2, so it's cheaper on tax. And it's also ULEZ compliant. So day to day, month to month, year to year, there are some big potential savings. There are only three main types of vehicle available at the moment, and that is petrol or diesel, hybrid and electric. And a hybrid is a fantastic stepping stone between the other two. And the key is flexibility. For example, you could do your daily commute on the electric battery alone and save yourself some money on fuel. But if for whatever reason you couldn't charge it up, or you had to do some extra journeys during the week, then you've got the backup of the petrol engine, giving you great day-to-day flexibility, which is perfect for the modern family. So I hope you've enjoyed the video on the new Tiguan plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, or PHEV. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch on 01978 503 523.